Yeah. So you can all refresh your stuff. We can get ready. And is there any preparations you wish to do before you roll on out to go and try and...
I was going to say, do we know what the bonus we got was?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. See, Pete always thinking about the money.
I'm a fucking wizard and a dragon.
That's because he's going to hoard it all now, Mikey. That's the only reason why.
Cool.
No, that is legitimately what is going to happen.
Give me a moment.
Oh dear.
I may have forgotten that.
It was, we got 1,000 gold divided by between the 5 of us, plus a bonus based upon the crowd's reaction.
I knew. I forgot to generate it, so I'm generating it now.
I'd like to point out the main reason I stopped hit and run tacticing was because apparently the crowd wasn't interested in that.
Yeah.
I went for the better crowd reaction. Who doesn't want the bonus? Who cares if we went down twice, right, Mikey?
Yeah, that's why I kept standing up and poking you with a stick. I'm like, this is probably doing something right.
Well, think about it like whenever there's like the boxing matches and stuff. People get all like, it's like, oh, it was like 6 rounds of dancing, not an actual fight. Not that one. I just punched in the golem, and I'm like, that CR seems higher than I remember it being. I punched in
wrong golem.
I punched in the wrong golem. I punched in the next category up.
That sounds about right. Everyone seems a tad frazzled today.
Yeah, it's just, stuff.
I was perfectly fine until I woke up this morning, and oh boy, did I feel it.
I'm back in a second. I need...
Yeah, easy enough. Finding the right auto roller for this is going to be interesting.
I've procrastinated so much over this lockdown, it's not funny. I have done nothing related to LARP.
Yeah, no, me neither.
It's alright. I can't wizard until I get my shit done. Oops.
I haven't done any archery practice.
I wonder why. Perhaps it's those arrows and bow I've got sitting in the corner of my room.
Yeah, that might be it.
No way. Sorry, Mom.
Find it. See, I've not done pretty much anything either. Like, I got halfway through doing prep, and then we're like, oh, we're delayed like another 3 months, and nothing's happened. To the point I've had to rebuy the mask I was actually making because it got broken in the meantime. Surprise, surprise! A cheap mask from Spotlight is not very good if it falls off things.
Shocking.
Yeah, snapped clean in
Who would have
half.
thought?
Seems like it's fine while it's being worn and everything, but if it's empty and everything, it's got just enough weight that if it falls on its side, it'll snap right down the brow line. Hey, fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That explains that. Okay, so yay.
Give me a second. I'm working out what you got.
Mikey,
That's alright.
I have a plan for how I'm going to do my grimoire. It may or may not be wooden slats bound together with rope.
Do it.
I just need to find the right kind of wood to try and keep it under 5 kilos, because I think 5 kilos of a grimoire's enough.
Use single ply.
You could use single ply, or depending on how like bit how you want to do it. If you want to do it like the flat slats like Freeman did, you can get basically the
Sushi mats.
with the sushi mats or the balsa wood
It
blinds.
depends how robust you want it to be.
Yeah.
Robust enough that I accidentally fall over and I'm not going to have to replace it.
Yeah, maybe like 1 or 2 ply.
Well, it also depends how he's got it. Like if he's got them like rolled up or something, they shouldn't break if he falls on them.
Or it depends if you're going rolled up or if you're going
Flat.
like flat.
It'll be like slats, like a book.
Yeah, like
Yeah, then you're gonna want, even if you go fairly thin pages, you're gonna want the border to be the cover to be fairly thick.
Mm.
There we go. Mikey, can you roll me a D100?
93.
That sounds good.
93. Cool. Beep, 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 beep. Scrolly, scrolly, scroll. A, B, C, that one. Can I get a D4 from Bailey and 2D4 from Peter?
3.
Well, a 2 and a 1, and then Bailey got a 3.
Yeah. So.
Random loot generator results in all the things.
Was that your kid I heard then, Mike? You just running around.
Max, you going fucking mental.
Raymond, can I get a D100 from you?
1 second.
I don't see what he's yelling about.
100.
Oh!
He crit 100. Huh. Interesting.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I have no clue.
Have we rolled 100 before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100's been rolled, or 1's been rolled.
We just haven't quite rolled 100 times, so we've gotten 1 in everything.
Fair enough.
What is that one? Checking things, checking things. That's not what I searched. That's not what I searched, buddy book. When I search multiple words, I want you to find the multiple words, not the one of them. There we go. Okay, so we'll go with that. Now, Just give me a second. I have to work out what that is. I'm generating your loot because I did honestly forget about this before this week.
Oh, good.
It's alright, just adding more to the session. I mean, other than that, we're only going to go Merc thing, so.
Yeah. Well. That one and that one. That one. Yeah, I'm gonna filter stuff out. There we go. I'm rolling a weapon type, and I don't need anti-material rifle coming up when it's not relevant to the campaign.
Aww.
Aww.
It was so much fun last time.
You're lucky hunting rifles are a thing. Anti-material rifles, not so much.
I mean, I'm more than happy to try and lock a cannon around if that's the case. I think your monkey actually has the higher strength stat than me. But the two of us together should be able to do it.
Let's see. I've got a 16.
Oh, I've got a 17.
16, he can't use a cannon without laying down. Mikey, can you roll me a D50, please?
Oh, man, that's not an easy one to push.
No, it isn't.
45.
45. Interesting.
Did we just get a random magical weapon?
You might have.
If it's a +1 weapon, I want it.
See, if it's a staff, I want it.
There you go. There is your rewards from the arena.
Warpick of Spite? Mikey, we got you a good weapon.
Saddlebag.
Yeah,
It's from Griffin's Saddlebag.
What it basically does, it's an attunement weapon. It's a +1 weapon that turns into a +2 if they hurt you last turn.
Oh, that's so good for Mikey.
That happened to be the natural 100 on the magic item table that was rolled.
Would you like me to grab you the
You're
full thing
welcome.
for it?
Peter and Bailey, can you also roll me D100s, please?
Nice.
Nice.
A 57 and a 69.
Yeah, so it's a +1 to attack and damage that becomes a +2 if the creature damaged you since your last turn.
Nice.
So a 69 and a 57.
Is it actually called a Warpick of Spite, or has it got a different name?
It's a weapon of spite in there. The weapon of
Oh,
spite
yeah.
isn't any Marley weapon.
And a Warpick's 1d8 piercing.
Yeah, it's 1d8 piercing martial weapon.
Oh, I'm just copying the thing to print it straight to Mikey so he can stick it in his thing for himself. That's the thing for it, Mikey.
Yes, I think. It is.
Deep red.
You gain a +1 bonus attack.
You are also rewarded those.
Funeral marches
They are boots from also the saddlebag.
and a bag of tricks.
Those are the items you got for, like, putting up a pretty good show in the arena. Surprise, surprise, punch a big monster like that, actually get some decent rewards.
Yeah.
So what do they do?
Funeral marches are, you can choose not to fall prone when you drop to 0 hit points.
That sounds like a Bailey thing.
While wearing these black leather boots, you can choose not to fall prone when you're reduced to 0 hit points. While you are unconscious and standing this way, you can walk 10 feet your turn after rolling a death saving throw.
I was going to say, I'll take the bag of tricks.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
And then the bag of tricks is just... That's a Dungeon Master's Guide item, so that's a fairly basic one. So the funeral marches are good, like, for being able to walk yourself away from, like, some dangers. You do provoke attacks of opportunity, so if you get knocked down by something and then use it to walk away, and you get smacked by an enemy creature, you are still incapacitated, so you'll take 2 automatic failed death saves. Thing to remember.
That's cool.
Yeah. Less cool, but that's also if they choose to hit you. Like, an intelligent creature might be able to tell you're still unconscious and not take a swing at you. But if say a ranged unit like Trent is dropped by, say, a fireball, he could then march himself behind cover to not be in line of sight, for example. They have their benefits.
No, bag of tricks isn't attuned, so that's nice.
No, it's not. But I believe it's limited uses.
3 per day.
Yeah.
And they disappear at the end of the day. Unless that got changed.
So have you plugged in your +1 to hit on that, Mikey?
Yeah, it's in there.
Yeah, so it is automatically built in. Yeah, it's easy enough just to remember that, like, to add 1 if it hits you. It's gonna be a pain to program that one.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and bother.
No.
Yeah, the creature vanishes
I just do
at dawn or when it's
make 2
0.
different attacks for it.
Yeah,
Just like a little glyph on the other one, so you know
add
it's
a +1.
bonus.
It's easy enough to add 1 number. Yeah, no, because, like, I straight up rolled that as a horde loot for the arena, just because, like, yeah, rewards. And, like, they did make a point of these monsters were there for a while. Also, to be fair, like, you guys are a little bit lacking on gear for your level. But yes, you've gotten this stuff. Feel free to distribute those items as you wish. Those items all are relevant to anybody who you decide to give them to. So, like, if you decide to, say, give the funeral marches to, say, Trent, because they're not, you don't deem them useful for any of you, that's up to you as well.
I'm taking the bag of tricks. Distraction ball, go!
I figured Mikey would end up with the war pick because he's also the only Mali fighter at the moment who doesn't have a magic weapon.
Tie rogue.
Yes, but you can't benefit from the war pick.
Yeah, but I am Marley class.
Yes, but, like, I meant Marley Marshall that can benefit from the war pick. Mikey legitimately rolled the war pick with that was rolled with the 45.
It's all good.
That was rolling on a weapon. That was rolling on a weapon.
That was kind of rude.
Well, no, because again, like, had it been something like a rapier rolled, then it would have been potentially offered to you. But, like, you can't benefit from. Well, you can. No, you can't because it's not.
It's okay, drop it.
No,
Let's keep going.
I got myself confused because I was talking to Trent earlier. You can use strength and sneak attack, but the weapon still has to be finesse, which the war pick is not finesse. So blah. I'm going in circles because I've been reading books all day for, like, building a backup. So blah. So
also, a war pick is not a polearm, so no use for me.
No,
Are we splitting the 750 gold?
It's not 750 gold.
Well, gems worth, yeah.
It's 750 gold worth of gems. Well, that is, again, up to you guys. Like, that is mixed gems, so it's not good for any spell components. Like, it's a bag of, like, this is a 25 gold ruby, this is, like, a 30 gold sapphire. There's not like a 100 gold diamond that can be used for Revivify in there, for example.
Yeah.
We just put it
I'll
all
totally
in.
take some gems.
So we just put
Always
it in
need more
the
bling.
stash.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Done.
You could put it in the ship stash for the sake of a communal fund. So do you wish to do anything before you go out and hunt this manticore, or do you want to do something else? Do you not want to go after the manticore? Potato.
I can't think of anything I want to do because I don't have enough money for anything I want to do.
What do you want to do?
Buy barding for my T-Rex.
How much is barding?
It's
A lot.
It's 4 times the cost of the armor you want to get. So getting it things like leather is only like 50 gold.
But he's already got a 13 in AC, so...
Yeah, so you got to go to like scale or breastplate at minimum, where you're getting to like several hundred. I think it's 200 for a breastplate, which would technically be an improvement for him.
Hang on, I'm going to have a look at 5e tools right now.
Boop. Boop.
Oh, battle plate, let's get that. It's only 2,000 gold base.
Yeah.
Breastplate is 400 gold base.
I thought breastplate was cheaper.
Nope.
Oh fuck!
I was thinking scale mail was 50, which is the 50, which is 14 plus dex, so that would be 200. Or it'd be 300 for chainmail, which is AC 16.
Yeah. Ringmail, AC 14. But it only costs 120 gold.
Yeah.
What is this dex?
What's the next one up for from Ringmail, Marky?
Well, ring is what? 14. Next is... I want to say... Fucking, where is it? Chain, maybe?
Chain is the next one up in heavy. Or you've got scale, which is...
That's the word I was looking for. 14 plus dex.
Which is 14 plus dex, which would be 200, or it's 300 for chain, which is 16 if he's got a bad dex.
Which he does.
Well, grab yourself chain for him. I'll pay the missing 100.
No, you know, I was thinking of heavy.
Well, chain is heavy, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking like a half plate or something like that.
Well, yeah, half plate's going to be like
A lot.
$3,000.
That's what I was originally thinking.
Well, do you want to just nab him the chain for now?
Chain would actually be better than half plate for him.
Go chain then.
Yeah, I can afford chain. It's just whether or not someone has a T-Rex amount of chain laying around.
Well,
yeah, that's the thing.
The thing is, they'll have a T-Rex amount of chain, but it'll have to be made to fit said T-Rex.
Yeah.
Which will probably take a couple of days.
It'll probably take a couple of days to be made up, at least. But you could order it, at least.
I'm gonna order chainmail.
It's
But-
easy.
Do you need any assistance money-wise with that?
No, I'm alright for that.
It's easy enough to find someone who can make it up. Because you can find the blacksmiths and stuff. Like, this is a fishing town. Like, there's a handful, like a port city town. There's a handful of blacksmiths either for like shipwrighting, cannon construction, plus like people who make like armor for guards and stuff. So you can find it. Like, they're not super in need for stuff. Like the Colosseum's also constantly getting stuff. So you find a blacksmith. He says he can do it fairly easy. He's used to working on awkward shapes and stuff. Takes a rough set of measurements. Tells you to come back in 3 days.
Sure.
And then in 3 days he'll need the T-Rex. He'll need the T-Rex to stay there for about 4 to 5 hours for final adjustments.
No, I was just gonna leave the T-Rex there with him, but yeah, I can do that.
He would prefer you not leave a T-Rex there without supervision.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
So he's
And
basically
supervision for that thing would require you or me, who actually has the decent animal handling skill for
yeah.
it.
So he's basically taken a bunch of effectively fabric offcuts where he's laid fabric over, taken the measurements, and gone, cool. This is the this is the back sheet, this is the side sheet.
Yeah.
That he can then make the chainmail up to, and then at the end he'll only have to do basically the join stitches and final adjustments. But he does not particularly want a large, potentially vicious animal floating around while he is, 1, working with the metal, and 2, that might turn on him at any time, because it's a T-Rex.
But the ship ambassador wouldn't hurt anyone. How would you actually?
The blacksmith holds up the fact he only has 7 fingers. That's what the Colosseum told me last time.
The Colosseum obviously lied. We are upstanding pirates, thank you.
Yeah, give the ambassador a big scratch on the chin. Who's a good T-Rex?
I'm just going to say, did anyone catch what Bailey just
Yeah, I
openly
heard.
said there?
Yeah.
I'm not there.
No, what Bailey said was squawking.
Yeah.
Squawking. Squawk.
That's the only reason why this job is still going ahead, because I know Bailey's character doesn't speak common. But if he said that in the open, suddenly you guys need to skip town.
Yeah.
I'm not that dumb.
This is like that time that Raymond said to the genie, "I don't wish to take up any more of your time."
Yeah.
Okay, so you've bought your scale mail. Anybody doing anything else?
What do we know about a manticore?
Good question. What do we know?
Any of you can make me a nature check. Yeah, Mikey's already on that.
Well, you're better at it than me.
Surprise, surprise, the person with +7 is better than the person with 0.
The wizard who knows shit knows about manticores.
Big creature, sharp teeth, sharp claws, wings, has a poisonous tail.
Can we get potions of poison resistance?
You can buy generic anti-poisons around, like potions of poison resistance. Those might be harder to find, but there is also generic anti-poison which gets rid of the poisoned condition.
Yeah, I can just do that with my font of life, but I can do it once.
You want this one? It isn't uncommon for a potion of poison resistance, so I'll say those are probably going for $100 gold if you can even find one with an investigation check.
I'm going to attempt to find one. I do not find one.
Not with a 7. Because these are not something that would be readily kept on stock outside of maybe the guardhouse. So you're basically going around like, is there an apothecary? And like the one guy you're pointed to doesn't have any potions of resistances. He sells like mostly healing potions and like anti-poisons and stuff. Because like a potion of like poison resistance is something you would generally commission, because it's, again, like not something he would have sitting around. Because
come on, people could catch poisonous fish. Come on.
They could, but the people who are also going out potentially hunting these things would probably be going, hey, we're going to order like 4 of them when we're back in town. Because it's something that I find weird with D&D. Like, I personally think potions would have effectively a shelf life. It might be 3 months, but they have a shelf life. Like, it doesn't make sense that you go into a dwarven crypt that hasn't been opened in 200 years and find a perfectly functioning potion.
I was going to say, question to the people that are here. Could I borrow roughly $400 out of the random gems we had?
What for?
So I can learn some spells.
What kind of spells?
Fog Cloud, Witch Bolt, Gust of Wind, Melf's Acid Arrow, and Misty Step.
Can you get any of those here?
I already have them. I just need to go to the Wizards College, which is in town, and say, do you have ink and paper?
Those are the ones from the wonky spellbook.
Right. The one that said everyone knows.
No, that's the one. This is the one I got from the pirate mage when we broke out.
Yeah, the first one. No, the wonky book, he still doesn't know what's in it because he hasn't opened it again.
I have. You just said I didn't learn anything because it's got infinite pages.
Yeah.
How much is even in the coffer? Hang on.
Well, you just put
There is 237 gold and 750 gold in random gems. So I was going to borrow or take 400 gold in gems to swap it out for the stuff I need.
I will also remind you that like each of those spells takes hours to scribe into your book, so you're not going to be able to just do
Yep.
those on the spot.
Well, what's the travel time for getting to the Manticore?
It's only like an hour and a half.
Oh, right, it's on land.
But we've also had
It's
this.
on land just outside of town.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we also would have had the afternoon so I could at least get one or two of them in overnight, basically.
Then you wouldn't get a long rest.
That's before long rest time starts.
Right.
Well, you're also assuming that they can just get you the ink immediately.
Also that.
Yeah,
Like-
being a wizard's college, I would assume
Well,
so.
you went to the arena at like lunchtime. Mikey has since gone and got the chainmail. You've divvied everything
Well,
up. It's gonna
we're at the Wizards College in Maui.
you're gonna be at it's gonna be like
We trust the Wizards College in Maui?
it's gonna be like 2 or 3 o'clock when you get to the Wizards Tower again. So you probably, depending on if the party decides to leave today or leaves tomorrow, you'll have time to scribe 3 or 4 spells, and still get your full rest.
Yeah.
Again, it depends on if the party decides to go out now or not.
Well, I can't think of any reason.
Well, actually,
not-
you would be taking a long rest because technically you've not had a long rest yet until you take a night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
we're
all
taking a long rest to recover, Mikey.
You're all still bobbing
You know,
around.
I
before
can't
he
see
was.
any reason for him not to take the 400 gold.
Because it's the ship's kitty and not his own money and it's personal things.
Yeah, no, but it's to help the group. Him being able to do those things will benefit us. Especially in ship combat, he can cast Fog Cloud.
Yeah. All those ranged attacks at disadvantage.
So you go to get this. You're after what? 400 gold and parchment.
Yeah. Yeah. Parchment and ink. From the Mages College, who I assume
You are
would
not
have
a
a
registered
relatively
mage. You are not a registered mage. Please roll me a persuasion check. You are not
Please.
registered to the college or the academy.
This is true.
You
Said
have literally-
persuasion?
Yes. This is not something they sell in their op shop, basically.
You just walk up and be like, "Yes, I am, wizard."
Yeah, you've literally walked into the student faculty and gone, I would like school supplies, please, and they're like, we sell shirts and mugs. You do not get the full 400. For the 400, you can get 300 gold worth of it for 350 because you are not a registered member of the academy, so they are upcharging you slightly.
Okay.
So you basically are paying about about 15 gold extra per 100.
Yeah. So 350 gold gets me 300 gold worth.
Yes. Because you rolled high enough on persuasion for them to even give it to you. Because they don't just sell this stuff to anybody on the street, because that's how you get back alley spell scrolls.
Dun dun dun.
And they're very cautious because of the dumpster wizard going around.
Dumpster.
Back alley spell scrolls.
Okay.
I was going to say,
Raymond
do we
was not
want...
here. Raymond was not here for dumpster wizard.
Yeah.
The party has
do we
encountered
want-
dumpster wizard. He was on a, we'll call it a boat. It was a raft with literally a steel dumpster on it, and he was selling some. Like he sold Trent a belt of pants, a magical
I
belt.
was here for him. I was here for him.
Yes, so that is the dumpster wizard they are referring to.
Right.
Do we want Witchbolt or probably Gust of Wind?
That be your choice.
Gust of wind seems helpful.
It has some versatility to it.
Especially in ship-based
Yes.
campaign.
Oh look, the enemy's now running into the wind. Or sailing into the wind, sorry.
Not quite that powerful, but yes. You wouldn't be able to like completely stop them dead, but like he could potentially use it to get like a small bit of extra speed, or the biggest thing is like use it to potentially steer around rocks or something, or attempt to unbeach yourself.
I was going to say, it's only a 60-foot line anyway.
Yeah, but if you're only standing 10 feet from the sails,
True.
and it's concentration up to a minute.
So it's a GTFO from ship's combat.
Yeah. It's effectively going to be expeditious retreat for your ship.
Yeah.
So you've registered your 3 spells that you're taking.
Yep.
So you take your rest. You're resting on your ship, obviously, because you're not going to pay the tavern. Especially after the fact that you found out that the last time Trent went to the tavern, he had that demon come onto the ship. So the next morning, what are you doing?
Come to go get me
Captain,
a
what are the
manticore.
plans?
So you're going to go get a manticore? Who is going on the manticore hunt?
I will go for the Manticore hunt.
I guess I'll go.
I don't know if I should bring a T-Rex. I'm gonna go with no.
Uh-huh. Peter, are you bringing the other one?
No, but
Raymond,
after
are you
the...
bringing the other one?
We haven't trained her yet, so no.
Or spoken to her in months.
Hurry up, or I'm going to start teaching her basic life skills.
Do so if you want. I bought her because, slavery equal bad, and cat person.
Yeah. So
Okay, done.
you're also
So you've just had this random cat person with us for a month doing nothing.
Well, the few times I have tried to say something, I got talked over, so I just dropped it.
there is the ability to type in chat or whisper me. You realize this, right? that can't be spoken over. That's how everyone else gets messages when people won't shut up. You
Yes, I took
you also
Misty
could talk
Step,
to me
Gust
during
of
the
Wind, and
week.
Fog Cloud out of the one so far.
So I'm guessing you also approach Zed and ask him to come, since he probably wants to.
Healer, yes. Yes, we brought the healer.
Okay. So the four of you head out. Yeah. You're basically directed north out of town, following along a road. There's a cliff to one side, water to the other. Like, it's about half a mile, like, inland at this point as you're going, because like the road is slowly curving in. Like, there's some small paddocks either side. After a while, you come to a crossroads.
I feel like there may be an overturned cart.
Yes, there is an overturned cart.
It loaded before the map did.
It is weird. high def cut, low def resolution map.
Actually, the map is higher resolution. It's just the cart is actually rendered in 3D. Because the map is made by the same place I get all the other maps for. It's just annoyingly trying to find a broken or overturned cart token without having to pay like $6 for a token pack. This was the only one I could find.
Well, someone's been dropping red paint all over this field.
Well, you do remember the Manticore was apparently attacking traders on their way in and out of town.
Well, I look at this and I think, I've been at it with my watercolor paints.
No, it's jam. Strawberry jam.
Must be a tomato farm nearby.
I don't know
Which,
why, but all
So
I
which
could
side
think
are
of
we
was-
approaching
Yeah,
from?
just say which
I
side are
was
we gonna-
literally just putting you guys down.
Yeah,
there.
right.
I don't know why, Mikey, but all I can think of is there's a tomato mancer nearby.
Tomato mancer.
Tomato-based spells.
I was literally just putting you guys down as you're like, which way are we coming from? I would also like to point out, I have multiple versions of this map like always. This is not the most bloody version of this map I have.
Oh, that's
Oh, why
blood.
does that not surprise me?
I guess we walk out and go here, Menti.
Well, that was the thing I was about to ask. Like, what is your marching order?
Oh,
I forgot Peter.
Yes.
So yeah, what is the marching order like?
Peter, are you sure?
What, behind the two tanks?
You're in the splash zone.
Fine, I'll be beside Zed.
Much more appropriate.
Yep. So yeah, you arrive at this crossroads. There is evidently signs of there having been combat here. There's blood streaking across the road, dragged across the road and off into the bushes at one side. There is an overturned cart covered in blood and viscera, the side of it being torn open. And because I could not be bothered trying to find a token for it, there is a half of a horse. There is the front half only. The part that is still technically attached to this part of the actual rotting. Basically, where the harness was, it appears something has attacked it and just torn it off basically at the shoulders where the harness was.
Are we able to easily discern? Are we able to discern which direction it went afterwards?
Well, this is a dead giveaway. The blood trail dragging off into the bushes.
Yeah.
In both directions.
You cannot actively tell which way it's going because, like, the blood is sprayed in basically all directions, as if something was violently shaken. Looks at half a horse.
How fresh is it?
Roll me a nature check.
Oh, well, I'm not investigating the carriage, apparently.
Still wet. It's not even soaked into the mud yet.
Recent.
I'm just gonna walk around going, oh boy, I wonder what I'm going to do with all these goods I have to trade.
Apparently the rogue's staying at the back.
Yeah. If you want to try and determine which way, like, tracks or anything are going, I will need nature checks and, like, you to move to roughly where you are on the map checking for tracks and stuff.
I'm gonna move here.
Plus, if you're
Let's
investigating the cart, Peter, I'll need an investigation check.
Better than mine.
You find several smashed barrels, a small locked lockbox, and what appears to have at one point been a gnome.
I got a carcass here. It's very small.
It takes you a few minutes to determine the tracks. I'll get to you in a minute.
No problem. Take your time. No rush.
Are you doing anything, Raven?
Just general looking around, see if we can find anything in the direction that the others aren't looking at.
So, if you're looking, perception. If you're searching, investigation.
Well, perception's probably the best one because my passive is 19. And I rolled an 8.
You don't really see anything.
Shit! My passive is more than double that!
Yeah, but you're actively looking. So
I see more when I'm just walking along, not really paying attention.
well, what you're doing now is you're actively looking. So you're like looking on the ground. You're looking off into the distance. Where your passive is catching the odd piece of movement and then focusing in on it. What you're doing at the moment is you are searching for something, like looking for something in the distance, basically. It's sort of that case of like, oh, you're trying to read the road sign up ahead and you completely miss the fact that you slipped off the gutter and tripped. Sort of scenario. So Pete said we've got a carcass. Anything else?
I'm trying to bait out apparently a very picky manticore.
Yes, you are.
I was going to say, am I able to tell what was in the barrels, or are they still sealed to some degree?
They are smashed. It was one appears to be at one point was fruit. The other seems to have been fabrics and textiles, and then there is the lockbox, and the other crates, the other barrels are still closed. Kahala, you managed to work out from the footprints that the manticore appears to have potentially flown in, because where you're standing, there are 3 different sets of monster footprints, all facing in different directions. As if this thing has like flown in, pounced on something, flown up, swooped around, pounced on something again. Meaning it's going to be a lot harder to track because it's not actually leaving like consistent footprints because it can fly. I also love how you assume that my pockets are full of loot is going to taunt an animal.
Well, you're the one who said it's only attacking traders.
Yeah.
Yes, those with large carriages.
Question.
First mate ancient.
Would it be a performance check to mimic the sound of a different animal?
Yes, it would be. And
Yes.
I was going to say, would any of you happen to know the law of the land on recovering lost items due to battle? As there appears to be several containers in here and a secure box.
Well, if no one knows that we take it,
Yeah,
there is no problem.
I believe the term is finders keepers. I believe that's the legal term.
so if you wish to go over and attempt to unlock the box, Raymond, you will need to move yourself over there.
While he does that,
Okay.
I'm going to move back a little bit.
And I can assume that the box is where Pete was.
Well, he was probably holding it when he was talking to you.
Okay, well, first things first, I'm a check for traps, because I'm not stupid.
Okay, so roll your investigation check. Bailey, roll your performance check to try and mimic what you think a manticore.
Ow.
Oh no, I'm not mimicking manticore. I'm mimicking manticore food.
What is meant to call
Roll your performance check.
Screaming.
horse?
Falcon horse.
Oh god.
Raymond, it does not appear to be trapped. You all watch Kahala go, Kaka! And
It's funny from a bird person.
at that moment, you watch the trees rustle, and something shoot out of the trees.
Ah, shit.
Which tree?
It's a gun.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, good. I'm in the best spot for this.
Oh, yay.
It's taking a surprise round. It's at this moment you realize maybe the villager saw wrong. This shares qualities with a manticore, but
It's a chimera.
manticores don't have 3 heads. This isn't the run-of-a-mill chimera either. This isn't a lion, a goat, and what have you.
And a snake.
It is a shark a cockatrice, and a unicorn head.
Oh, fuck.
But surprise, surprise, I can't find a token for that.
No.
It is going to make a set of multi-attacks against Zed, who was the one out in the open alone.
I like how Zed's classified as out in the open alone, and then Kahala is way further off on the road.
Well, no, Zed is in the middle of the road in the way. Kahala is off to one side, but Kahala is also not near where it was hiding. Yes, we'll get initiatives in a minute. Those are nice initiatives, though.
They are.
What is Zed's AC? Not good,
12.
Not good enough for a few of those. Not good enough for any of those.
Oh no. We may have just lost our healer.
Okay, so first things first, Zed needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm in danger.
So he succeeds the Constitution saving throw. So he takes... He takes that much damage. Yep. Ow.
I'm in danger.
Then he takes that much damage. Appropriate dice. That one and that one. Yep. And then I need a dexterity saving throw from Peter as well. As the
Okay.
shark head opens up and a tidal wave of water shoots out. That passes, so you take half damage.
I don't like the sound of this.
Zed's unconscious
Oh, fuck.
and petrified. So, unsure if dead.
I was gonna say, can you make death
Because,
saving throws while you're petrified?
Actually, let me check for no, he's not petrified because of order of attacks. So order of attacks, he made the con save before he was knocked unconscious. So he's just unconscious. Peter takes... Give me a second to go in.
An ouch amount of damage.
Let me go and roll the damage. Peter takes 20 damage.
That's after halving?
Yep.
Ouch! That's like half my health.
Uh-huh. So I'm going to roll initiative for Zed. I'm going to roll initiative for it. Of course. It rolled a nat 20 on its initiative.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, Raymond, have you rolled for your initiative?
Not yet.
It rolled for his initiative. Which I'm going to count. I'm going to count its fact it's got so far the highest initiative as it acting first, basically, as its surprise round.
Oy.
Because
Zed's last.
it technically matches. Yeah, no, it beats Mikey on initiative. Like, I gotta read the initiatives because there we go. Because it still had the old set of initiatives on there. So add turn. It rolled a 21 on its initiative. So that was its turn going first. It is now Le Henry's turn.
It should be my turn.
Yeah, it's it's Pete's turn.
Pete's turn.
He beats me by point 0.03.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I edge out.
Because I was partially scrolled down on the initiative tracker on the DM window.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. So yeah, you realize that the reported manticore was because this thing has a large barbed tail, wings, and a ferocious head in the middle. And when the probably survivor stumbled into town and went vague description, people went, that's a manticore, not thinking it could possibly be a chimera.
Yeah. I'm going to bonus action hex this thing.
Is Hex a saving throw?
No, it just takes.
Okay. Yep.
I'm going to target its strength? Because it doesn't do saving throws, does it? No.
No, it's checks.
Yeah. Would that include attacks?
No.
Nope.
It's things like grapple.
Okay.
Athletics. Otherwise, Hex would be the single most broken level 1 spell.
Yeah. Then, as I back away from this thing, I'm going to shoot it with a cantrip. No.
Next is Henry's turn.
Behind the car.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I don't think I have anything I can do on a bonus action. I'm going to mark
I was
it.
going to say you could probably mark it.
Mark, done, cool. Bailey's turn.
I also had it one size too big, apparently. You do not have a javelin or something you could throw at it?
I just moved 60.
You double moved. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bailey turn.
Bonus action rage, because that's important.
Yeah, probably.
For the barbarian, yes.
I have 50 foot of movement, so 20. Yeah, I can get to there easily enough. Boom.
Yep.
And let's whack it with a stick.
A sharp stick.
Let's go reckless.
Sure. Hit.
Oh, wow.
Hit.
Yeah, it's dead. Sweet. Cool. Moving on.
So that's what? 10. You don't get the elemental damage on the second one.
Yep. So it's
23.
23.
no bonus action because I decided to go raging.
Yep. Ancient's turn.
Well, at least I get my sneak attack.
Right up until that moment, you die.
Yeah, and
Miss.
Speaking of,
don't I get to attack with my dagger as well?
Bonus action. Bonus action.
Yeah,
if you
that's
damage.
right.
That hits. So you do
A 9.
Sneak
16.
attack.
Oh wait, yeah,
Sneak attack's first time an attack lands.
yeah. I remembered after I said it.
So 16.
My dagger would have done more damage than my rapier.
Yeah, it's because you rolled a 3.
Nice.
You rolled a 3 on your rapier, and you rolled a max damage 4 on your dagger. Zed's turn. Yep. Chimera turn. Chimera gonna go, turn and attack Bailey. Well, he's gonna use his multi-attack. And it's going to... Let me read what it does. We're gonna go with Unicorn Head to Raymond for a 26 to hit.
That hits.
For 11 piercing plus 5 radiant.
I'm gonna use my reaction and halve that.
Yep.
Because
so it goes
that's
down
more than half my health.
it goes down to 8. Then it's going to turn back to Bailey. And it's going to make a claws attack against Bailey. With advantage because of Reckless. Which...
Oh, but doesn't Mikey's mark make it if it's not attacking him, it's got disadvantage?
Let me print it.
True, I forgot that's the mark. Let me roll against Rainbow then.
No, it's not within 5 feet of me, so no.
So this is advantage against Bailey. That's a natural 20.
Oh, fuck.
That is 8.
Wish I was playing my Grave Cleric again now.
22 halved to 11.
Yep.
And then it's going to strike you with its tail, Bailey. For a 2 and a... That's a 16 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, con save. You pass the con save, so you only take... 5 damage. After halving. And it ends its turn.
Cool.
Oh, and I need to roll a d6, which this one I will roll publicly. This is whether or not it gets its breath weapon back. It does not. I will roll the breath weapon publicly because that is its big attack. So, Corian's turn. What is Corian going to do?
I come out of cover.
Go, power word kill. Sweet, done.
If I was high enough. We'll just try to shoot it with the chromatic orb.
Mm-hmm.
That's a no.
Yeah. Anything on the bonus action?
Don't have anything else on the bonus action at the moment.
Yep. Next
Then I'll move back as well.
Yep, and that makes it Henry's turn on the initiative.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not going to get me advantage, is it?
I'll give you advantage because Bailey's close enough to it on the opposite side to it.
Oh, righty-roo. Bonus action. That.
That's the one that stops it moving, isn't it?
Yarp.
Can't willingly move away once it makes a disengage action.
Yarp. Advantage. Blah.
Hit.
Blah.
Hit.
Have that.
So 12, 22.
And take that, peasant.
Kahala turn.
Squawker squawking. 1.
Hit.
2.
Definitely
Hey!
hits.
Nice.
And bonus action with the butt.
Miss. So that is 11, 13, 15, 22.
That second one's 21 on its own.
I was counting the whole thing, but yeah, now gotta add it all again. 11,
Sorry.
11, 13, 15.
34.
If people would let me finish counting whenever I've got to add like 2 more numbers, it'd be nice. Yep. Ancient's turn.
And
Hit for
that.
10. And hit for 6. So 16.
I'm not doing the greatest of damage yet, but
Yep.
sneak attack upgrades, right?
Yes, as you level up.
We don't have anything we can do for old mate, do we? Oh, actually, we do.
You're level 5 rogue, aren't you?
Yes.
You should be doing 3d6 sneak attack.
Your sneak attack's not leveled up.
Okay.
Chimera
hang on.
turn.
Let's alter that.
Let's roll to see if he gets his breath weapon back.
Okay, let's just ignore this one. I'm just seeing if it works.
Which he does not.
Yes.
Because he does not have... Because he has disadvantage to hit anyone who is not Mikey now, he's going to multi-attack Mikey 3 times. We're going to start off with the cockatrice head.
Instant regret.
Actually, no, we start off with the claws. So, that is a 21 to hit.
Oh, allow it.
Then we move to the head, which it's going to use its shark head as opposed to its cockatrice head because it's hurt you, it now has advantage. Because you're not at full hit points.
Howie.
Well, it hasn't rolled damage yet.
I was just doing all 3 of the attacks so I could roll the damage at the same time, since the claws have hit you for 21. And you take 11 slashing damage.
Yep.
Now, with the shark head, it rolls, and that is a natural 20.
Gross.
That is a 16 into a natural 20.
Gross.
For 24 piercing damage.
Now.
And then it's going to whip its tail around, and we're going to strike Raymond with the tail,
Okay.
which is at disadvantage. Which is still a 16 to hit.
Aha, reaction.
Yep. That's meat.
Yep, con save, Raymond.
Hey.
Good. You are poisoned, Raymond. So you have disadvantage on basically everything. And you take 14 damage.
7 damage.
Yep. And then Mikey.
Oh, that was me hitting it with
you
it.
kill it.
Sentinel!
So is it dead or just a head?
It's unconscious.
Cool. I'm immediately going to do my action.
Which is
Nuke it.
No, save the healer.
Oh, I was about to do that, but yeah.
how
I
do
was going to misty step over and then pour a potion.
the potion has no effect.
Has no effect.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, he's petrified.
No, he's dead.
Right, that'll do it.
He
You
rolled a
petra
nat.
dead.
He rolled a nat 1 on his first death save and an 8.
Oh.
Oh,
Basically, had Peter gone, when Pete's like, "Oh, I should have healed him," he literally died as Pete was saying that. Because I was rolling his second death save.
I was waiting for my action because I forgot that I have a healing ability,
Yeah.
so I wasn't going to attack my next action.
I was waiting for the thing to be more engaged with you guys before I got close enough to do it.
But yeah, no, Zed got murked.
Oh well. Oh well.
Kill it.
Take the tail.
So, who is coup de gracing it and how are you coup de gracing it?
Just cut off all 3 heads, I guess. Although I've got a war pick now, so I don't know if I can.
That's why I'm
Dragon
asking,
Slayer style, piercing it in the heart with a spear.
that's why I'm asking who is doing it.
3 people, 3 heads.
Just put the pick part into its brain.
Each of you 3 can take a head, but I'm going to go Dragon Slayer style and just pierce it straight through the heart.
Okay,
The
so
spear.
Bailey's stabbing.
I
it.
like the sound of that.
Again.
I'm going to tail spike through the skull of the shark.
Okay.
And I'll go just rapier straight at the base of the skull
can
of the third.
You can finish it off. I was waiting to try and find out what Pete was doing to see if something else happened.
What was Pete gonna do?
To see if Pete died.
Okay.
Be thankful you didn't throw anything with saving throws against it. You can't hit it with saving throws.
Oh, okay.
You physically can't cast a high enough level spell to hit it with a saving throw.
Oh.
It rebounds 4th level and below saving throws.
Oh.
That's why I asked if Hex was a saving throw.
Damn.
So I was sitting here trying to ask Pete, because if Pete was going to cast something like Thunder Wave, he was going to nuke the lot of you. But yes, you can coup de grace it. But yes, this is a manticore that is bull, unicorn, shark with the standard barbed tail. It seems to be a coastal variant.
I wonder why.
Cool. You said this thing had a unicorn head, right?
Yes, it does.
Take the horn.
Cool. Saving throw.
I'm not doing it. I'm saying for people to do it.
I have a sudden compulsion not to.
I'm going to say, Pete, make the saving throw because you said it. I assumed you were going for it. And I've already said for the saving throw. So can you make
what saving?
Can you make me a charisma saving throw?
Oh.
I was just about to volunteer for you too.
You do succeed.
I would like to carefully take the tail.
Roll me a survival check
Survival. Okay.
to carefully take the tail. You manage to carve the tail off without stabbing yourself or someone else nearby or destroying it.
Woo, tail! Squawking tail.
Does someone want to decapitate it for proof of death? I suppose tail would do that, huh?
Squawking head?
Just, someone cuts its heads off. So I doubt the cutlass is up to the job.
Which, to be fair, I believe leaves only Bailey capable of doing it because you're the only one with a weapon semi-capable of doing it.
I mean, I still have a cutlass, but cutlass is not really...
Glaive also better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Glaive have torque.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, personally, I want to harvest this thing for as much as I can get magic-wise, but
go nuts. I'm gonna try and figure out what to do with the dead alien.
So I do need a survival check from you if you want to harvest the horn, Peter. To salvage
I
it
will.
without breaking it.
I will assist.
survival, you said?
Yeah. Because you're effectively trying to carve it without like damaging it or snapping it and stuff. You managed to retrieve one. Write it as unicorn horn with an asterisk.
It's sort of your unicorn.
Well, this won't have all of the same magical properties. Like, it will not have the heal spell imbued in it like a normal unicorn horn. Because trust me, if this thing could have healed itself for 70 hit points, you'd still be fighting it.
Yeah.
How many hit points did it have?
It had 110.
I probably did about 50 of those.
I was going to say, I didn't even think we did that much damage to it.
You did, before your finishing blow, 108. You have to think Bailey did like 40-something damage in a single hit.
Yeah, just didn't feel like that much.
No.
I had 38, and then I had like a 20-something, so...
I'm guessing the charisma save was purely because it was a unicorn horn.
It was to do something with that, yes.
It was a horn of questionable origins, okay?
It was to do with there's some Fey bullshit attached to this because it's part unicorn.
Yeah.
Orga Squawkin' Horse Horn.
Yeah, what should we do with the dead alien?
I don't know. He's beyond my capacity to save.
Yeah, where's a necromancer when you need one?
Don't know.
Oh yeah, bring back the thing that feasts off psionic energy as a zombie.
Hey, then you won't know what's going for your brains.
That'll end real well.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
I was going to say, would there be anything else on this beast worth harvesting?
Yeah, that's up to you to figure out. Like, you've taken the horn, you've taken the tail. I'm not going to sit here and say, ooh, this part looks particularly valuable.
I was going to say, Bailey stabbed it in the heart, so that's probably not worth getting.
Got claws.
Yeah, I guess we could take the claws. And the wings.
Squawkin', Squawkin', not Squawkin' Mule.
Yeah, I was going to say, who the fuck's carrying all this shit? I'm going to fucking try and make a makeshift stretcher to carry Zed's body on.
Easy enough. Between like the wagon frames and everything.
I mean, I could just use the front axle of this wagon.
Yeah, you can basically use the front axle of the wagon and a bunch of the covering from the wagon. And make a stretcher in like 5 minutes. Basically, the wagon itself is still mostly intact, except for the fact that the front axle has been snapped off the main frame.
Who has mending?
It's beyond.
Nope.
It's beyond mending. You're sitting there going like, you could probably fix it if you had your tools in an afternoon, because it is technically woodworking / carpentry tools.
Why didn't I do that?
But you don't have your tools on you, and you probably figure you probably don't want to be here for like 4 or 5 hours on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Try to put this thing back together.
Yeah, it's not like we're going to be attacked by a cockatrice. Alright, is there anything else doing while we're here?
Well, apparently Raymond tried to open the box.
Yes, 13 does succeed in opening it.
Cool. What's in it?
There is 12 gold pieces and a slip of paper, which is basically a trade invoice.
Well, 12 gold is better than nothing. And it's 4 of us that survived.
I'm not even worried about
Yeah,
12 gold.
that's your goal.
Yeah,
that's your special goal.
It's almost as if this trader, all of his money was tied up in his trade goods.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And he doesn't carry cash.
Apart from one barrel of fruit and one barrel of cloth, what else was in trade manifest?
There is a barrel of linens, a barrel of fruit, a barrel of grain, and then one barrel marked fragile trade export. No actual listed what it is.
Yeah.
Which you're looking in the anyone looking in the wagon can see that the 4 barrels are still there. The fruit one is spilled over. The fabric one is broken open, but the fabric seems fairly salvageable. And then there are 2 barrels at the end.
Cool. Well, I was going to say, I will try get the wings and the claws off this thing
2 more
while they're
survival
doing
checks,
that.
please.
Can somebody help?
Sure.
Why aren't
not
you in
ca-
the carriage?
I'm not carrying it.
Well, I have mystical build as a demi-dragon, so I count as a large for carrying.
Yes, but how are you carrying them?
Quick, strap him down.
You count as a large for carry capacity, yes, but you don't have like a cart or anything to strap yourself to.
I mean, you can just dump it all on top of his head.
And these wings are like twice your size.
Just strap it to the wagon.
Squawker got squawk and wing envy.
So yeah, survival checks, and yeah, Raymond's over at the wagon. With an 18, you can salvage 1 wing. The other is too far damaged between the fights and the attacks. And
Yep.
you get 3 claws. Again, the rest are cracked and chipped
Yep.
and stuff. Raymond, what are you doing at the wagon after unlocking said box?
Well, there's nothing else in it, so.
Well, there's the 4 barrels. There is the 3 you know of, and the one that just listed as fragile.
James,
Uh-huh.
How?
am I able to discern whether the venom gland for the tail is within the portion of the tail I've got?
Roll and
Or am I gonna need
check.
more?
And yes, Raymond?
How easy would it be to open this barrel and close it afterwards if necessary?
You could probably pry the lid off it fairly easily. You don't have the appropriate tools unless somebody has a crowbar. But you figure you could probably jimmy the lid off with your dagger through an athletics check.
What's in an explorer's pack?
Oh,
Crowbar is not
my
an
athletics
explorer's pack. Crowbar is an item you have to buy separately.
Dungeoneers, isn't it?
Crowbar is entirely separate because crowbar is advantage on breaking doors. Crowbar's not in any of the starter kits as far as I know.
Well, I only have a 1 in athletics. Anybody else got higher?
Yes, there are people with more than 1 in athletics.
It still outdoes me with a 0.
Squawk and
Athletic.
barrel break?
I only have a +6 in athletics.
Hey, do you want to try and open this barrel?
What do you got, Bailey?
+3.
Yes.
I'm not athletic.
I think you opened the barrel.
Okay.
Whether or not the barrel closes again.
Surprise explosion!
No, it's our new healers in the box.
Healer in a box.
Bailey,
You joke.
Bailey,
It's Lynn!
Bailey. You joke, but yes, deck saves, please. As you just jimmied open a barrel of unstable explosive powder.
I'm far enough away, right?
I was going to say, I would have to be there to be harvesting. So.
Tea? Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll be back.
Uh-huh. Let me just double check the blast radius. Because yeah, there's a reason this was listed as fragile. It was basically hard-packed gunpowder. And you've just stuck a knife in there and gone, clunk, and then caused a small spark off of a nail.
Ouch.
Literally in my notes, barrel of gunpowder. If thrown or forced open, explodes.
So
Then
how much damage?
how would the shopkeeper get into it?
With the appropriate tool.
The appropriate tools.
But wouldn't it be forcing it open?
No, it probably opens a bunghole to release pressure, thus they can open it later.
Yeah. This is a sealed. This is a sealed, like a basically small keg that you've just stuck a knife in and gone hammer pry, where they will either have tapped into the side or undone the actual steel bindings and loosened the top off, effectively deconstructing it.
Long story short, kaboom imminent.
This could have gone off during the fight.
So how much?
Working on that. $31 fire damage.
Half of that, 16.
He can't.
What do you mean?
It's a deck save. Isn't
Mikey's
it? No?
saying half because Mikey had to make the deck save. So Mikey takes 16. Raymond's unconscious.
Yeah.
What type of 16?
Even with my uncanny dodge, if that was allowed,
Well, no, Mikey,
that's still enough to knock me out.
31 halved down to 16 because you made the saving throw.
Yeah, and then Warden's Resolve.
So
no, it's
that'd be
fire
31
damage.
with uncanny?
It's fire damage, so your Warden's Resolve.
Yeah, I read the last bit where it's the 17th level.
Yeah.
Which I'm not quite there yet.
So, Raymond, uncanny dodge is an attack roll against you.
Well, then how much damage was taken total by me?
31.
That's my total health.
Well, so
You're unconscious.
I need a con save from you for an injury. You don't sustain an injury.
I was going to say, hear an explosion, I'll go over and
it's just like I've just been blown out
since
of.
I wasted it on a dead man. So
I've just been blown out of the freaking thing.
Yeah, and you are simultaneously stabilized and then immediately picked up by Mikey touching you with healing hands. So you're up on 5.
I feel defeated, yet oddly refreshed.
You're up on 5 hit points.
I feel defeated, yet inexplicably rejuvenated.
Also, all of the trade goods in the carriage are now gone as the carriage is currently on fire.
What a shock.
Yeah.
Oops.
Whose idea was this?
Next time, we're moving anything we open away from other things.
We weren't going to keep any of this shit anyway. We had nowhere to transport it.
Yeah, except your makeshift sling is also going up in flames.
Yeah.
On top of all of fucking the shit that Pete carved.
The Pete's carving stuff. Pete would technically have still been in the process of carving, because Raymond's gone over and started looking at stuff immediately, and Pete's probably been taking. It probably takes Pete half an hour to carve and skin and everything. So, depending on how far things are done, Zed's body was probably blown to pieces, and maybe the unicorn horn if Pete had put that down.
No, that was with me.
Because assuming you put Zed on there first while Raymond was doing the thing, you probably put Zed down, gone to help him, and then the explosion's gone off, which has just destroyed Zed's body.
Oh, you know what I should have done? I can put Zed in my bag of holding.
You could have.
You can put what's left of him in there.
He's fertilizer now.
It's got now it's at the point because the body is destroyed. You now need true res or regenerate.
No, we weren't gonna res him anyway.
Yeah.
Squawking broke bitch.
Yeah. The one thing you do lose is because in the explosion, Zed's crystal rod goes flying and is lost.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to say I check his body. I was going to do that when we get back to the ship.
Yeah, so Zed's force sword disappears. Flung off into the distance.
Perception check.
Sure, you can try.
Does Raymond passively notice where it goes?
As he dies, nearly.
23 is not enough. It just glints and straight off into the woods.
It team rockets.
Pretty much. Well, it's a silver rod with a blue crystal on the end that fucks off into a clear blue sky. Good luck following it.
Yeah.
Kahala's seeing it. Kahala's seeing it. Ooh, that's a sunspot. Kahala's way to go.
Pretty much. Well, I imagine it's more like, boom, what was that glint?
Team rockets blasting off again.
As you turn around, there's probably just a gouge out of like the side of a tree where the blades just like sheared like a foot gouge into the edge of a tree as it's winged off into the forest. Someone's gonna find that and go, "What's this?" and just straight up lightsaber themselves through the face.
That would be hilarious.
Yep.
Right.
So
Well,
you
we've got our
gather up
harvest.
what's left, and now you can lug it back to town. Because you don't have a sling anymore, it's going to take you about 2 hours to get back to town because you're carrying awkward shit now.
It's going to take Pete 2 hours to get back to town.
True.
Not Squawk and Mule.
I already said I wasn't carrying anything.
Don't you have a bag of holding?
I'm not carrying anything.
He's not putting random parts in his bag of holding.
That's okay. I'll take 2 hours to get back to town.
Yep. Well, you all make it back to town. Where are you going to go to try and report that you've dealt with this thing?
It was the bloody
Guards.
I was going to say Countess or something, wasn't it?
The veiled lady, yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
It's close to Countess.
You go to the guards. They take you up to the noble house to meet the veiled lady, where you were guided into this large manor, into an opulent meeting room, where before you see the silhouette of someone sitting on a large opulent chair. There is a silken veil between the middle of the room, causing, with the backlit illumination, you to only see the silhouette of the person in front of you.
A lot of opulent in this room.
Hashtag Guinevere from Dark Souls.
It's less it's less opulent, more ominous, because it's not like it's not fine. It's fairly fine, but it's not what you'd expect from an opulent room, where there's paintings and cushions and carpets.
I'm just going off the fact that you said opulence twice.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Fair. But yes, there's a large silken veil through the middle of the room, causing the person on the figure on the throne to be silhouetted with and there is apparently a second person standing to their right.
I feel like it's gonna be a magic trick, just opening this little bag and just.
I hear you
Three heads out of this thing.
I hear you have dealt with our Manticore issue, I believe it was.
More of a chimera issue.
I will have to get my sources checked more thoroughly next time.
Would you like its heads?
They're still out there.
No, I put them in because the heads got cut off, so I put them in the bag of holding as evidence that we killed the thing.
You can leave them. You can leave them with my associates on your way out, if you wish. I do not particularly wish to have my floors stained by any remnants.
Well, I figured you'd want proof of death.
You can confirm your proof with my associates. I trust that they will be conferring with you, but I'm not one for getting my hands dirty.
It's quite a opulent room you have here.
I do what I must.
What's the deal with the veil?
The veil is for security and protection.
Is it magic?
One could say.
Who's here with me, by the way?
I would imagine everyone
Present.
who went to the Manticore fight.
Except Zed.
Yes.
Too soon, man. Now I believe there was talk of some reward.
Yes. There will,
Is that an underling job as well?
that will be handed to you upon leaving.
Excellent, underling job.
Again, I do not get my hands dirty, and you have not proven yourself worthy to step beyond the veil.
What one must do.
You're not ready. If you wish to prove me wrong, you are free to walk through the veil, although it is not recommended.
Nah, I'm good.
Walk squawking.
But for clearing our issue, you will be rewarded you'll be rewarded a going rate that we had already prepared for the Manticore. I will authorize an additional payment, seeing as it was a more challenging creature than we had initially thought.
Now,
I
is
will
there
say
any
600 gold.
I was just wondering if there's going to be any sort of bereavement bonus, because one of our close companions was fatally wounded.
That is the risk you take as adventurers, is it not?
I mean, yes and no.
I will be perfectly frank. What is it to me that one of your companions died? I do not know who you are. This is the first I have seen you, heard of you. How do I even know there was another one of you?
I should have said I kept a body part. Damn it. Fair enough. What one must do? What must one do to earn your notice?
Oh, you have been noticed now, but continue to fulfill jobs around town. Make a name for yourself, and then maybe we will talk.
Doth thou have more jobs?
Check in with the guard captain, or maybe at the Colosseum. I don't have anything going for someone of your station at the moment.
I mean, well, we just destroyed a rock golem in the Colosseum.
Oh, so that was you. Interesting. Maybe you're more capable than I thought.
Alright.
Walk squawking.
I consider myself quite competent.
If you feel yourself confident enough, step through the veil, and I shall hand you your next job.
See, the way you say that makes it sound awful. Somewhat fatal.
Any of
just-
you wishing to work directly for me have to show a little faith.
Yeah, I would, but like an hour ago, I was punctured and bitten and stabbed, and I'm not really feeling that healthy right now. I'm actually bleeding on your floor right now. And I don't want to ruin your lovely veil, so I'm just going to go see this guard captain.
What of your companions? What decisions do they make?
Well, they seem to be all mute at the moment,
Squawk squawking.
except for that one who doesn't speak English.
Yeah, I'll pass. You seem a little highbrow for me.
Bailey, you speak primordial, don't you? That's the language that technically you're speaking, isn't it?
I have
I'm speaking
Aarakocra,
Aarakocra.
Orin, and Common.
Ah.
The Squawker is what I'm doing Aarakocra.
Sorry,
Aarakocra.
it's
I wasn't sure.
quarter, so it's Elvish.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was Aarakocra or if it was Orin that you were counting as Aarakocra.
No. When I'm Squawker, that's specifically the Aarakocra because no one else speaks it.
Fair.
Good when I have a lack of words.
Yes.
It's when Bailey wants to say something, but he hasn't got anything to say.
Turns out the veiled lady just has permanent tongues cast on herself.
So wouldn't it be comprehend languages?
Or she's
Either or.
or she's carrying the magic item that gives you permanent comprehend languages and tongues.
Yes.
Which is only, I think, a rare.
I don't know.
There's one of them that's a rare or an uncommon.
I like that this lady's getting all uppity, but she's like the fucking mayor of a fishing village.
It's a little bit more than a fishing village.
Hey, she managed to get a whole freaking Wizard Academy here, so
Mm.
you don't see those everywhere.
I was going to
Fucking
say,
mayor of Maui.
I have no need to test my faith at the moment.
Gorkin.
I'm not
Maybe
sure,
after job numero dos.
I'm not sure what that one is saying, and I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
no one knows.
assuming
what
it's following by your example, so I will not waste the effort for now.
Well, the cat over there's first mate. I'm only bosun.
Interesting.
Our captain's fallen ill.
Oh, that is too
Gorka
bad.
Squawkin, Cannon Squawkin.
Interesting. Well, either way, if you're going to head to the guard, Captain, I bid you adieu. If you wish for work, step forth. If not, I have pressing issues to get to.
Well, we actually
That's
have we have another contract on the go at the moment. We've got a pirate ship to
Hunt.
scuttle.
Well, technically, it's not a contract; it's just another outstanding job. Like
It's a standing bounty.
It's
Contract.
It's a standing bounty. Yeah.
It's a bounty we have accepted.
Oh, interesting. So you are basically spell swords. Good to know.
For the moment. Until a higher calling presents itself.
Interesting. Well, yes, you can collect your 600 gold on the way out. If you have no more need of me.
Nope. Bow my head and start backing up.
Squawk.
I'm not hanging around.
It's at this point you see the veiled figure stand up and begin to walk off the side of to the side of the room.
Cool. I guess just turn on my heel and go.
Yep. Easy enough. So, Raymond, are you going with them, or are you gonna hang around and try and
I'm
steal
leaving.
something or something?
At what point have I shown I'm willing to steal shit yet?
The point where you were a rogue.
The point
Not
where you're
all
also
rogues
like,
steal.
if no one knows we took it.
He just walks with his dagger and like gets a meter square of the veil.
It is very expensive silk. It's like super. It's like almost sheer.
they cost so much.
Glimmers. It is. It is like the shit that you would pay like 100 gold per like couple of square meters for.
All I can think of is it's the pearlescent silk that just sits there and like, if Raymond goes and steals like a meter square out of it, she's got to walk back in and go, "The fuck?" to Dad.
Yeah, I assume there's guards around. I'm not that stupid.
No, there is no guards in this room actually.
Semi-private.
No.
Oh, God, you're by yourself.
You have made a point about talking about this veil repeatedly.
I've pointed out that there is a silk veil in the middle of the room. This person is called the Veiled Lady. Like, of course I'm going to point out the veil.
What does the veil feel like?
I would.
Vaguely.
You know, the guard that guided you here stayed in the foyer. The figure at the figure at the throne and their second that was to their side are walking basically across and towards the door at the back of the room. You can see their basically their silhouetted shades from the braziers on the other side of the veil.
Just getting smaller and smaller.
More or less, yeah. It's not a tremendously large room, but they are walking towards a door at the back.
Well, I guess we turn around and leave. Gee, that lady said interesting a lot, didn't she?
What's the veil feel like?
Mm.
Do you touch it?
Sure, let's give it a light touch.
It's
See what it feels like.
incredibly soft, almost weightless. It's effortlessly drapes over your hand at the barest touch, sending almost like water-like ripples through the rest of the silk as you touch it.
This is like spider silk soft.
Softer.
Oh wow!
As I said, this is like
Nappy sand soft.
this is like you cut a decent chunk out of it and you go buy a new boat.
Without getting caught.
Plus, you're also going to be able to sell the stuff. But yes,
Yeah, right. Can you imagine trying to fence that in the city in which you got it?
Maybe head to the pirate islands for it, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, the pirates would be like, yeah, I really wish I had fucking 18 meters of silk.
You'd be surprised.
So swing by the guard captain and pick up me booty.
yeah. So you're given 600 gold.
Ship's coffers or distribute?
First mate.
Well, we put Pete's share in the coffers.
Yeah.
How many?
Well, we can take 100 each and stick the other 2 in the coffin.
Well, how many of us are there? 1, 2, 3,
4.
Talking about yourselves for a minute. I'll be back in a moment.
I don't know. 3 of us take 100 each, and then we put 300 in.
Yeah, because Pete automatically goes back into ship's coffers.
Yep.
Which seems reasonable.
Yeah, if we keep giving ourselves smaller amounts, but keep topping up the ship's coffers every time, we should be fine.
Can't wait for someone to fucking boat jack us.
You never know, we could have been boat jacked while we were gone for
Yeah,
a few
this is
hours.
Oh, the captain's on the boat.
And the cook.
The
And the Zinogre. And the T-Rex.
captain's injured. The crew...
The cook is injured.
I don't know what's up with the cook. No, I think the cook's just preparing, so we've actually got something
Yeah.
decent to eat.
And then we got half the crew on the ship because the other half's on shore leave.
So that ship isn't as well guarded as what we thought it was.
But it's still got fucking 12 guys on it.
Yeah.
And a randomly pantsless captain.
No, he's got a belt of pants. He's fine.
He can technically never be unpants now.
Exactly.
He's currently just dying of an infection
Pitch posh.
because you know he had his arm blown off, and then a quotation marks surgeon attached a new one.
So, good thing we're bringing our healer back. Oh, no, wait. So we should probably go cleric shopping, hey?
Ahala has healing stuff.
How very helpful.
It's slow tick healing, not like healing potion, instant healing.
So we should probably go cleric shopping, hey?
Later. We good. We still good. We still good.
We're really not.
I mean, do you plan to fight anything between now and midnight?
No.
Let's just take a
He
long
might
rest.
not plan to
okay?
fight anything, but do I plan to?
Yeah, right.
Long rest.
So remember, I'm going to ask just for the sake of my knowing. They've left. Did you go with them, or did you fuck with something in the room?
I said I left.
Just clarifying.
Because I'm not fucking with shit until I know I can get away with it.
Just clarifying before you're like, I tried to say something and got spoken over, and like you actually wanted to try and take something
Nah.
or something. Fair enough. Just double checking.
So I guess we pack it in for the night.
Yeah.
Just fucking sleep off this fucking hematomas I've got.
Yeah.
Getting fucked up by this fucking cockatrice.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a long rest. Like, you'll come up fairly well. There's multiple questions from crew and other characters about where Zed is, because he obviously isn't just floating around the ship since he didn't sleep.
He did AF.
There are some O's, and that's not good.
No, he got manticored to death.
And then his body exploded.
Unrelated to the manticore. May or may not have been H's fault. And yeah, we should go healer shopping.
Yeah, I guess we can go healer shopping.
Because we don't have a dedicated healer.
Back in a second.
You can go healer shopping. I'm gonna tend to a garden for the moment. Actually, and then I'm gonna take some of the gems out of the kitty, and I'm gonna go visit a blacksmith.
Cool. Why are you taking gems, and what are you going to the blacksmith for? Because we're going to put a pin in healer shopping for the minute, because surprise, surprise, I don't have one of those prepped immediately. Because I hadn't
Alcoholics
planned
is
on
after another armband.
I hadn't planned on someone exploding. So you're after just a generic armband?
Yep, just this one probably being silver. That's why I went and took some of the gems to get the gems inlaid into it. You know, just something simple, something fancy, something decorative.
Oh, 10 or 15 gold, since you're supplying the gems. It's a fairly simple band. And
I'm back. What
And
about
get
me?
some gems later.
Bailey took a couple of gems and went and got an armband made.
Nah.
So deduct the appropriate amount of gems that you wish to take out, plus 15 gold from your own kit. Mikey's talking about going healer shopping. I currently don't have one of those prepped, so that may be delayed till next week.
I don't have access to the ship's kitty, so probably take out like 20 would be easily enough at most, right?
It's gonna be like
How fancy of a band do you want?
It
No,
depends
we've
how many
already gone
gems
through
you
that.
want to put in it.
20
The smaller ones probably start at about 5 gold apiece because they are precious.
Probably a medium one and two smaller.
So 30
About
gold.
40 gold?
30 gold.
30, 40 gold?
30. A medium would be about 20. Because the large are going to be 40 to 50.
Yep.
Are you replacing it with gold or just straight up taking?
Straight up taking, because I'll figure something else out to put in there later.
Okay.
If I end up with something I don't need.
Yep.
Well, actually, no, the Boots of Marching can go in there instead, because I don't honestly don't need them. They're not going to be too useful for me. Because I fly half the time.
Yep.
Yep. Easy enough.
I was going to say, I'm just going to spend the next while until we leave port, basically, studying these items.
Mikey,
Mm-hmm.
You're
Seeing if
preoccupied
the-
anyway.
Am I?
Trying to work out what I can use them for.
Rex.
What about him?
Rex barding.
Well, he's got like two more. He's got like another 2
Yeah,
days.
I've got to wait 3 more days.
Ugh.
2 days, and then he's gonna sit there for a while. So he's got some time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
So yeah, in between cleric shopping, I'll be carpenter's tooling.
Yeah.
I think I'm up to about 198 days of doing it. I think.
Not quite.
I was going to say, you start at the same time as me, so you're 35 days in.
Oh, there you go.
I'm actually going to call the session there because one, it's 10 past 11. I don't really have much else that's not going to go for like more than 2 hours. And if you're going to go NPC shopping, I have none of that prepped.
I just thought we would leave port and go.
I had nothing planned
Sort
for that.
I don't want to do ship combat without like Trent and Haley here.
Yeah.
The other thing of it not wanting to leave town before like the others go like, I wanted to do X in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit hard when half the party's not here.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do like NPC shopping either until we get either some input from the others or I have time to prep a couple because like I could sit here and say like you find a cleric and I'm going to spend like the next 20 minutes rolling like races and stuff. So it's easier.
No, I mean,
it's easier. Well, no, but like you go like we're going to go healer shopping and then I spend 5 minutes picking a couple of healer classes to go. You find a this, you find a this, you find a this, and then like 15 minutes rolling races, or I can do that during the week.
Bring back medic dog. I forget his name.
Gunther.
That's it.
But yeah.
He lasted about a session before it exploded.
Well, he actually survived. He had like 2 sessions in the campaign ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, the world exploded. Sorry.
Yeah, that one. But yeah, like
I tried to stop it this time. I didn't cause it.
I'm going to stop the recording.